Welcome back, everybody. So here is where we left off. This is the last thing we have to do for the 19th. So whoever wants to go for it.
Okay, well, let's see here. Uh, okay, 20% discount on all sales. Daily sales summary is the regular coffee, medium coffee, 86 cups. Total sales 171 and 14 cents. Supreme coffee, medium cup, 90 cups for 224 and 10 cents.
Okay.
Ceramic coffee mugs, 10 each for 69.90, with a subtotal of 465.14.
Okay.
Discount 20% of the 93.03. Sales tax is $30.70, and the total was $402.81. So, all right, to the journal.
Yes, we are here.
Okay, I think we'll put in the date, obviously, and this will go to checking, right? Because
Yes.
it's all sales that we're going to deposit. Okay.
Good.
Let's see here. So the amount going in is going to be the, oh, wait, first, so checking, the account number is 10100. And the amount going in is the $40.02. $402.81. Wow.
Okay, 402.81.
Okay. And then next we have the sales discount.
Correct, because it's a contract count. Good.
So that is going to be account number, where is it? Four, four, 4,600 for sales discount. And that is going to be the 93.03. Okay. And then we will have the sale of the medium, regular coffee medium.
Medium regular coffee.
Right, yeah.
That's okay.
Let's see here. I was reading off the paper instead of the thing. So, yes. And that is for account number 40300. And that is going to be in the credit column, and that is for $171.14. Okay. So the next one will be the sales of Supreme Coffee Medium. And that is, let's see here. Medium. And that is 40450. Okay, and that in the credit column is $224.10. Okay, and then last there we have the, oops, that's not last. the sale ceramic coffee mugs. Okay, and that is account number 40150. And that is the credit column is $69.90. And we have sales tax. Where the heck did that go? The heck can't I find it?
27,000.
There we go. It's like, why? Where am I looking? Oh. Oh, there it is. Okay. There. I must have looked over it 100 times. Okay, so 2,700. Oops. And that is for the $30.70. Okay. And then the notes, I believe we do, this was for in-store sale, 20% discount.
Mm-hmm. Okay. In store sales. I'm going to go ahead and make it a little more specific. Grand opening.
Oh, gotcha.
Grand opening 20% discount. Perfect.
Okay.
And we reach the very end of our table. Perfect.
Right, good. All right, so next we will oops, go to the general ledger.
Hold on.
Okay, for assets.
Okay. And we go for assets. Yes, we do. Go to our ledger, assets.
Okay, and we will. Oh, we're still on general ledger 7. Okay. Sure. All right, so under assets into the checking, we will date, and this is going to be a sales deposit, right?
Whatever you want to name it.
Okay, deposit or sales, I mean, sorry. And then that's general journal 7. And let's see here. And it will be for the amount of the 402.81. Okay, which brings us to a negative of $26.54. And then we will go to let's see here. The revenues. And first we'll do we're going to find 4,600. Sorry, I'm going to find that one. There we go. We're going to do the sales discount. The 19th, and again, we will do the 20% discount for the in-store sale grand opening.
Okay.
Okay, general journal 7. And is going to be $93.03 in the debit column, bringing the amount to be $246.77. All right. And then we will go to the sale medium regular coffee, which is 4,200. Okay. 619. And let's see, so that is 86 cups. Number 7, credit column is going to be the 171.14. That brings the amount to 489.54.
Okay.
All right. And then next we will do Supreme, which is 40450. There we go. Date, and that was for 90 cups. General Journal number 7. Credit amount of $224.10, bringing the new amount to $632.46. Okay, and then we're going to go to ceramic mugs, which is 40150. There we go. Date, and we did 10 mugs. Journal number 7. And that is for $69.90 in the credit column, and that brings the amount to $211.64. Okay. And, oops. Okay, and then we have to do the sales tax, which is the 2,700, and that is under the liability. Okay, so teeth, nothing in the items column because it's sales tax, so we know that. General Journal, number 7. And the credit amount is going to be $30.70, bringing our new balance to $81.44. Okay. And then we have nothing in the subsidiary ledger. Because this was an in-store sale.
Okay.
Okay. And that is it for that transaction.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that's it for the sales.
Right, right, right. Okay, so I'll go on to the next one below here. Here's my paper. through 19th, Wednesday, in-store use. Oh, for the coffee?
Yep. I mean, if you want to do this.
Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. But you do mean the one right underneath, not what we sold in the.
Oh,
thing.
okay. There's actually one more thing that we have to do
Okay,
for
then
the
we are
previous
gonna
one.
do like the inventory, right?
No. Before the inventory, there's one more
Okay.
thing you have to do for the sales that we did.
Okay, what am I missing? Let's see here. Do I? Well, will we deposit it?
Deposit what?
The money from the sale.
You should, because you're at a negative. You
Okay.
should.
Okay. So I will go to the deposit
Okay.
and
So we have 401.81.
now since we're also gonna go to the bank today, should we go ahead and make the deposit date for the 109.53 as well?
Absolutely.
19th?
Absolutely. You want to make sure you clear out every single penny. And right now, you need every single penny.
Yes, we do. So the 402.81, 19, 402.81.
I am having trouble with this date. There you go.
Okay. Um, So we're also going to do accounts receivable then too, correct?
What do
Or
you
no?
mean?
No, we won't because it's a sale. It's different. Never mind. All right. And then that's it after the deposit, or am I missing something else?
How much did you deposit?
Oh, well, in total, we have the 402.81 plus the 109.53 for today would be $512.34.
$512 and 30.
34 cents.
Yeah, so I don't know why this one populated. I think because it's recognizing we were equaling. There you go. Okay.
Oh, well, hold on. I see what you're doing. I had them as separate. So I should make, since I'm going to do the deposit, I'm going to add both of those together in the one column instead of the two. I gotcha. All right.
Well, it makes sense because
Yeah,
you're
I see
doing
what
it
you're doing.
all
I
in
was
one
just going
day.
on the date. Yeah. Instead
That's
of,
fine.
I get you. All right. So let me, oops.
Now, what you can do is when you do this, obviously, when you go to the bank and you're going to make your deposits, you're going to get a deposit slip. So that way, I try to make this as not too many worksheets that you need to do because obviously QuickBooks can just do everything for you. But in this case, I would just want you to just get the general idea. All right, we received money. All right, this day I'm going to deposit it. This is how much I'm depositing. There's no need for a deposit slip. There is no need when you receive the money. You just know that you received it, and this is when you deposit it. Okay. So, but if you would like, I'm all for it. If you want to add extra information or extra tables to recognize that the date that you received money in general, and then the date that you actually deposit, and also your deposit slips. Anything that's pertinent for your company. Okay. But in this case, I'm just going to deposit all of them at once.
Right. No worries. Gotcha. All right. And is that it then? Did I get everything?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Then I'm done then. For real this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want to go, Anna, or do you want me to go?
You can go. I'm still writing down the information here.
Okay. Alrighty. So let's see. We got to put in the coffee that we used for our sales. So we have to record 7.5 pounds of regular coffee and 7.5 pounds of supreme coffee that was used.
Mhm.
All right. So we'll go to our general journal first,
Okay.
and we will start with our date and our departments or our descriptions. So this is our COGS stuff, our cost of goods sold.
Yep.
Regular coffee will
Good.
be our first one. And that account number is 550. And then we have to do the same thing, cost of goods sold, supreme coffee. And that account number is 50100. And then below that, we have to have our inventory. So indented will be our regular coffee and our supreme coffee. And regular coffee account number, oh,
Go ahead.
okay, is 12020.
Mm-hmm.
And then the supreme coffee is 12040. And then we can make our note below so we know that this was our in-store use. And then we go to our inventory worksheets and start with our regular coffee. So under cost of goods sold column, we're going to put the quantity as 7.5 pounds. This is a moving average, so our cost of item is going to be the 1.609234. And then we're going to multiply that. So equals, which gives us a total of $12.07.
Okay. Make sure
Uh,
if you're cell referencing, this needs to be equal round. Or else this number is going to come out different.
yeah. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I pulled it over and I got the same thing that you, well,
Okay.
wait, hang on. Let's see when I pulled it over.
Oh, if you just pulled it over and you've entered in the previous one as an equal round, then you should be fine.
Okay. I got the same as you as the 1207. So, and then we need to minus the 7.5 pounds out of our inventory on hand.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my computer's messing up all of a sudden, so.
No worries.
It's
It
given
is.
this. Oh, why did it do that? This. Which leaves us with 214.5 pounds.
Good.
And our dollar amount that's left is $145.18.
Good.
Bringing our total to an average of 1.609237.
Good.
Let me expand that back out. Hang on one second. Where'd it go? Okay. Then we're gonna go to the Supreme Coffee. Well, actually, real quick, I wanna take and put the 1207 on my journal. So
Okay,
I have,
perfect. That's fine. So
and that's
1207.
gonna, yep, and that's gonna go in the debit column. All right. And I think it said the same amount, 7.5 pounds, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go with the date. And then we're gonna take 7.5 pounds under quantity. This is first in, first out, so we're gonna pull it from our first batch, which is $1.80 a pound. Bringing our total to $13.50. We're gonna take the 7.5 pounds and minus it out of off the 101, leaving us with 93.5 pounds for a total of $168.30. And then we are going to record the 1350 on our journal for the Supreme Coffee. And then we are going to, under the credit column, put the 1270 and the 1350 to take it out of our inventory, which we did on the worksheets.
Good.
All right, we have our note. So that is done. Now we have to take and we have to go to our general ledger.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to record our information. So we will start with the cost of goods, which is going to be our cost of goods tab. We're going to put the date, oops, putting 6/19, and we're going to put used, 7.5 pounds. And this is General Journal 8. And our amount was 1207. Oops. Bringing our total to $57.07.
Okay.
And we're gonna go down to our Supreme Coffee and rinse and repeat. 7/19, sold 7.5 pounds,
Used.
used. Good job. You passed.
Just correcting to make sure that you guys do this correctly as well.
Right.
Right. No, I appreciate it.
We got you.
General Journal 8. And our total on this one was 1350. Bringing our total to,
Excuse me for a second. The trash is coming, so let me know if you hear anything.
Okay.
All right. So
bringing our total to $56.70.
good.
Right. Now we are going to fix our inventory. So we are going to go to our assets tab. And we are going to go down to our coffees. And regular coffee. 6/19. 7.5 pounds. Journal 8. This is gonna be on the credit side of 1207. Why don't I have a number to go there? Okay. This minus this, bringing our total to $345.18.
Good.
All right. And now we go down to the Supreme. 619 used 7.5. General Journal 8. Wait, it was neat. 1350 was our dollar amount under the credit column. Oh, sorry. So close this. Bringing our total to $396.80.
Yay, good. Now, of course, remember, you can always use your inventory worksheet also to compare that these are correct. So 345.18 for regular was correct, and for Supreme, if you add them together, you got 396.80. So good.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Awesome.
Just a little double checking point for you guys, okay, to make sure that you entered in everything correctly and that you did the calculations correctly.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so brand new day. What has happened on the 20th of June?
Okay, June 20th, Thursday, deliver to Corner Bookstore. So, let's see how we get. Okay, so to Corner Bookstore, we are doing the invoice 102. Of course, the date's the 20th. Terms are 50% COD net 5 to the corner bookstore. The item is regular coffee, 10 pounds, $32.90. Supreme coffee, 10 pounds, $39.90. Ceramic mugs, 5 for $24.95. Subtotal of $97.75. Delivery charge of $30. And the invoice amount is $127.75. COD amount of $63.88, leaving an amount due of $63.87. Okay. Okay, well, to the journal, we're gonna do the new date, 6/20. And this is accounts receivable.
Accounts receivable is one of them, yes.
Okay. So
Ah,
we see one of them now. I did this yesterday too, didn't I?
yes.
So accounts receivable, and if I remember correctly, you said it in the wrong order. So first would be checking, correct?
In this case, I'm not going to be too picky on the order.
Okay. So it won't matter. So I can do accounts receivable, but then it will be checking as well.
Yes, as long as your debits come first.
Okay, yeah, gotcha. Accounts receivable. Yeah, let's see here. Where's that? Why have I lost track of all my accounts? Oh, goodness me.
What account are you, I'm sorry, what account?
I'm looking, I'm looking.
For accounts receivable?
Accounts receivable, and it was
11,000.
1,100, yeah, 11,000, not 1,100. Oh, my goodness me. I'm losing track of all of them. 11,000. Okay, and then the next account down below will be checking. Checking, and that's 10100. Okay. And then it's going to be for the debits, going to be the sale of the regular coffee. And that is.
I'm gonna ask you another question because I think you might have
Okay.
said something wrong.
Okay.
It could have been accidental. You said debit?
No, these are going in the credit. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No worries.
Yes, I may have said the wrong one, thinking I said the right one. I got
Yeah.
you. So no, these are going in the credit. The first two were debit. This
Mhm.
one's credit.
Good.
Okay, so sale of the regular coffee. And that is account number 40050. Okay. And then we have the Supreme coffee. That is 40100. Okay. And then we have the ceramic coffee mugs is that is account 40150. All right. All right. So accounts receivable amount is going to be the 127.75. Oh wait, we have to do a freight one too, don't we? Or a delivery, or is that all included? No, I'm confusing myself. All right.
There's a delivery department, like,
Right, but it's its own line is what I'm saying. It's not going into accounts receivable.
right.
Right.
Yeah, I have to make another category, so to speak.
Well, do you have it in your chart of
Right.
accounts?
Where is it? I know we do. Where did it go? well, we have freight expense, but we do that on here, but it would be something else if it's a delivery charge, right? That's
Correct. It's different because
okay.
one is going to a vendor and one is going to a customer.
Okay. Oh, gotcha. So, all right. So here we can leave it alone. We don't have to add that, right? On the journal.
Um,
I mean, it all is in the amount. Or see, that's where I'm confusing myself.
okay. Well, we can solve it by just plugging in the answers and then finding your discrepancy there.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and plug in all your numbers.
All right.
So what's your first number?
For my invoice, oh, so let's see. Well, for my invoice amount, I'm doing. Okay, now I'm confusing myself again because we have the COD and the amount due.
Mm-hmm.
But they look like we're here 2 different transactions. So
If the total invoice is
Right.
for $127.75 and someone paid you 50% of it,
mm-hmm.
what does that tell
Right.
you?
Well, that's my thing is me looking at this, I look at it like I got the invoice and underneath it says receive the check. So that looks like it happened second. But, or is it at the same time? So I'm also at the same time getting the check for the 63.88 during the delivery, so to speak. So then really the amount due is the 63.87.
That
right?
Yes. Now,
Okay.
you saying that you want to separate the transactions, it's completely valid. That's correct too. Yes, you can just do the whole accounts receivable first and then record the payments afterwards. But then again, that's 2 transactions that you can
Right.
consolidate into one.
Gotcha.
Because at the end of the day, you're going to credit your accounts receivable at the end of the day anyway. You're going to reduce your accounts receivable with a
Right.
check.
Okay. All right. So then the amount due that we are going to put here right now is the 63.87
$63.87 for what? Which account?
in accounts receivable. In the
Okay.
debit column.
Yes, because that's what the customer currently owes you.
Correct.
$63.87. All right.
Okay. And then the checking is going to be for the 63.88.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because that's check. Okay. Gotcha.
That's what we received from them. Mm-hmm.
All right. And then, so here we'll break down regular coffee is the 32.90.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And then the Supreme is 39.90.
Okay.
And the ceramic mugs are 24.95.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now, of course, add your debits and credits to see if you have everything match up.
Okay, so we're missing the freight or the delivery charge, sorry.
Okay.
So I will, where is it? It will be the delivery income.
Okay. On the credit or the debit
Right.
side?
It's going to be on the credit side.
Yes. So here you go. 27.75 is correct. And yes. So in this case, what is delivery income? It's going to be another income, another source of income, because it is not the core business of your business, right? Your business
Right.
is to sell coffee. What is this delivery income? It's because Albert decides to say, well, I'm going to charge you a delivery fee because I'm the one that's going to drive and deliver the coffee to you. So I'm charging you an additional on top of your order. So that's what it is. He's pulling in another source of income that isn't pertaining the main core of the business. Your main core business isn't delivery anything. It's just to sell coffee. So this is considered extra income and you need to recognize it as extra income.
Okay.
So good. And that account is called delivery income.
Income, right. And that's 48,000.
Okay, it's not an expense you need to incur. You said it was 46.
No, the number is 48,000.
Right, for $30. Okay, good.
Okay.
So what's your description?
So now we will, this is to the corner bookstore. Invoice number 102. And receive their check number
Yep.
and check number 784. And that's for the 50% COD. And then they have net 5 days to pay
Wow.
the remaining, correct?
Yes. We gave Katie only 4, and yet we gave this guy 5.
Right.
Something's wrong with us. All right, so there you go.
All right, so now let's see here. So, well, we are going to put this down as a deposit as well, correct?
Okay, we'll hang on to it, but yes.
We'll put it in the receipt, but yes, so we won't put a date on it yet because we don't know if we're going to the bank today,
Yes.
right?
At the end of the day, yes, because you'll have the cash sales.
If we have no money.
Yeah.
Right. So, okay. And then, so let's see here. We're going to the ledger. Okay, and then we are going to. Here's accounts receivable.
It's right under the
Yep.
cash register.
All right, so we do accounts receivable, just because that's the order I have them in, so I'm going that way.
Or whatever you want to do.
All right, and then
Oh, wrong date, 6/20.
invoice. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I have 6/18. So invoice number 102. General journal number 8. That's for 63.87. And let's see here. I have that formula here. So this. Okay, and that brings our new amount to $173.39.
173.39. Good.
Okay, and then we are going back up to checking. Okay, and the date, 20th, and then the deposit. And the invoice number, 102, and their check number is 784. $8. And that is for $63.88. So that brings us to $37.34.
So yay, we're out of the blue.
Yay. All right, and now okay, now we have to do in the revenues, we're going to regular coffee, which is 40050. Okay. 20th. And the regular coffee was sold 10 pounds. In the credit column for $32.90. And no formula here, so we're doing that. Plus. Wait, what's this formula again? Is this the, sorry, the equal, the top one minus the, is it E16 or something? Okay, the credit.
Not minus credit, you're gonna add
Right,
credit.
plus credits, right, sorry.
Mm.
Oh, wait, what? What am I doing? That, plus that, and then
And then minus the debits.
minus the debits. There we go. So now it's $82.25.
Good.
Okay, sorry. And then we have the Supreme Coffee underneath, 620 and 10 pounds. Journal 8.
How many pounds did we sell?
Supreme was 10 pounds also.
Okay. Okay, general number 8.
Let's see here, and that was
For $39.90.
And then we have this. So brings our total to $79.80.
Okay.
And then we have the ceramic coffee mugs, which is 40150, right underneath. Okay. And that was for 5 mugs. Journal 8. And that is $24.95, bringing that total to $236.59. And then all the way to the bottom for the delivery income of $4,800 or 48,000, whatever. The date, and we'll put in the invoice number 102, journal 8, also $30. Okay, makes a total of $60 there.
Okay.
All right, and okay, got that. So next we have to gonna go, since this, oh wait, they still have to pay the remaining amount, correct?
Yes.
On this invoice, so I don't have to note anything in commissions yet, because that's not been paid in full, right?
It doesn't matter. He made the sale.
Okay, so do you go ahead and complete that then right now, or,
Yes.
okay, so we'll do the date in commissions for the corner bookstore, June 20th. Now, if I pull the formula down, will it work here, or do you have to do each one?
It will pull down. Yep.
Okay. All right. So that's $12.78. And then equal top one, right? Equal the top one, and then plus the next one.
Mm-hmm.
Up to $34.69 is his total due right now in commissions.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay. But we have to take all of this out of inventory. Correct?
There's one more thing that you're forgetting to do.
What am I missing? I am trying a blank.
Who did we deal with?
Oh, a customer. Subsidiary. Okay.
Everything okay there?
That's my dog chewing on a bone. I'm sorry.
He's hungry. All right, so we dealt with the customer
Yes.
and the subsidiary. So who's at the corner bookstore?
Should be the last one.
Oh, there it is. Okay. So the date, and in the notes we will put their terms.
The terms, there's a column for it.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So then,
I would just write the check number.
okay. Our invoice number 102 for General Journal 8. Terms are 50%. COD net 5.
Okay, so I would put the 50% over here. So that's why that's why we
Okay.
received the check. And this
Oh,
one's just
okay, so
net
it's
5.
50% COD. Okay, gotcha. We'll take that out then. So, let's see. Then the due date is the 25th. The sale amount is, what they owe is $63.87.
Okay, so this is where we need to put the full invoice amount because that's our total
Okay,
sales.
all right, okay. So it will be the 127.75, and then they made a payment.
Yes.
Okay, of the 83, or excuse me, 63.88. Let's do the formula. That is so that's it. 63.87 is the total due right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's it. Now I can do the inventory, correct?
If you'd like.
Why? What do you say it like that for? Is there something else that I missed?
No, I'm just saying. No, that's right. If you'd like to do the
Okay.
inventory now, you can.
All right. Well, may as well. Get it in there. And let's see. So,
So 10 and 10. All right, so let's go ahead and do it. So what do you want to do? Journal first or the inventory worksheet?
oh, okay. We'll do, that's right. I would need the amount. So, okay. We'll do the inventory worksheet first.
Okay, got it.
All right. So, sorry if I'm slow. I'm working on small windows and I have to keep moving them. So.
You're not slow, okay? You're just taking your time. It's fine.
That I
We
am.
we
Taking
have
my time
2
for
weeks
sure.
to complete this, so
All right. I'd like to get it done before 2 weeks, but that's all right.
I'm
Okay,
the
so
slow one here.
all right, so
it's a lot of
in the
stuff to
regular,
play. There's a lot of
yeah,
stuff, okay?
it is. In the regular coffee, I'm
Mhm.
doing the date, and and it was 10 pounds.
Mhm.
Okay, and the amount was for the 1.60923. And from that, so that is $16.09.
Okay.
Okay. And then we take the 214.5 minus the 10, and we get 2045 for the new quantity on inventory on hand.
Okay.
204.5. And then 355, 18 minus 1609, making the new amount 329.09.
Good.
Okay. And we drop out that column. Okay. Next we have Supreme Coffee.
Supreme coffee. Okay.
So 620, 10 pounds. And this is obviously still coming out of the first batch. So it's $1.80. Okay, and that's $18. And oops. So the new amount in the top quantity and the inventory on hand is going to be 93.5 now. It will now be 83.5.
Yep. 83.5. 83.5.
The new amount, the 150.30.
Getting us a grand total of 37.80. 37.880.
Oh, for the two. Okay.
Okay, so good.
All right.
So we have
So
18 and
now-
1609. All right, go ahead.
Okay. And now we can go to the journal. And we're going to do the date on the 20th. And the cost of goods sold. Right letters. For regular coffee. And that's account 500 50050. Okay. And then the next one is cost of goods sold. Supreme coffee. That's 50100. And we have the regular coffee. This is for the credit column. And then we have the sale of the Supreme in the credit column.
For how much?
Hold on, I'm messing up my typing. 12030. Putting in my numbers. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So the amount for the regular coffee is $16.09.
Mm-hmm.
And the Supreme is $18.
Okay.
And that is the same in both categories, the credit and the debit. 16.09, 18. Okay. And that is it for that, other than the notes, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we can just put, again, that this was cost of goods sold, or cost of goods sold. The corner bookstore,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's what it was.
Yep. Sold to
Corner.
corner bookstore.
We don't have to put the rest because that's all in the other categories,
Yep.
like the check number and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay, and there, I think I'm done. And that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. So, Anna, I'm gonna have Anna go ahead and do this one, and then, Michelle, you could do the grand opening sales.
Okay.
Okay. So Anna, go ahead, and if you're ready, the next transaction here is that we received our coffee mugs from All Things Ceramics.
Alrighty, so we received a total of coffee mugs of 196 with $80.
Mm-hmm.
Um, 249 each, which would mean
It's already calculated for you right there.
it does. It says term 1% 10 network 30.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it would be ceramic coffee mugs.
All right. So, what kind of inventory is my coffee mugs? What kind of inventory am I tracking with my coffee mugs?
Sorry, 1 second. Can you repeat that? The earphones fell off.
What kind of inventory am I tracking my coffee mugs?
First in, first out. I believe it was.
Okay, that's costing method, and it's not first in first out. What kind of inventory are we using? If you need help, check out your inventory worksheet.
It's a. I'm looking at it over here. Oh, I'm looking at the chart. Chart of accounts. Sorry.
No worries. What kind of tracking method are you using when you're recording the coffee mugs?
Weighted average.
That's the costing method. I'm asking you for the tracking method. So there's only two tracking methods when it comes to inventory, right? Perpetual means we're constantly updating our inventory, or we do periodic where we only check our inventory every once in a while. Now, for our coffee mugs, what tracking method am I using?
It will have to be periodic since we don't check it constantly.
Exactly. Now, under the rules of periodic inventory, what do we recognize our inventory as? Do we recognize it as inventory right away?
No.
No. So, what do we recognize it as?
It's. Um,
Okay. What are we making? What are we buying? What are we purchasing?
Coffee mugs.
Right. When we purchase inventory using periodic method, we're essentially making a business expense, or in this case, we're making an expense for the company, correct? We recognize the inventory as an expense first, and then at the end of the period, that's when we convert it into inventory. So if it's currently an expense right now, what account best fits this description?
It's a liability.
I already said it was an expense. I'm asking you specifically which account name would you place this expense as?
Not in the general ledger, so in the sub. I forgot the name of it. The sir.
Not this. We're not talking about the subsidiary ledger right now. We're talking about the we're talking about the account that you're going to associate this periodic inventory for. Okay, so look at the chart of accounts. Look through all the expenses. Which expense do you think will fit perfectly for purchasing inventory?
In the liability section.
Liabilities is a type of account.
Oh, sorry, expense. Sorry.
Yes.
I'm looking over here. Business expense?
No, try again.
Office supply expense, since it's for the office and you're basically selling them at the same time.
No, you're not selling office supplies. What did we buy? Did we buy any? Is a coffee mug an office supply?
Mm, Not so much. Could it be purchase expense
That's
since you're buying it?
correct. Okay. Purchase expense, right? Because we're making purchase of inventory for the business. So yes, purchase expense is going to be one of the accounts. Now let's look at our scenario.
I have a quick question if
Go.
it doesn't
Yep.
bother anybody else, but since it's a purchase expense, wouldn't it be also a business expense since the business is spending money on it?
Now, yes, it can be, but because I'm making purchases of inventory, which we learned in chapter 5, there's when we make purchases of inventory, we have a specific account for it and it's called purchase expense. Business expense could be anything other like buying buying um buying party supplies, buying ink for the printer. It could be anything else. Buying business license. It could be anything else. But in this case, we learned in inventory when we choose purchase expense, that is us creating an account to make purchases of inventory for the business.
Okay. Okay. Because I always got the like they seem like kind of like the same thing, at least in my brain for a bit. But the way you explain it kind of sums it up.
Okay, Anna,
Mm-hmm.
this is chapter 5. This is chapter 5. Okay? So
Mm-hmm.
go back to chapter 5 and you'll relearn all of that. Okay? So
Mm-hmm.
let's go ahead and journalize this. So now that we recognize that this is a purchase of inventory and we know that this we're going to be utilizing purchase expense. Okay? What account number is purchase expense?
Purchase expense is 61000.
Okay. So 61,000. All right? Now looking at this little information here, how much is my total purchase expense?
Your total purchase expense is $196.80.
$196.80. All right. What else is also included in this piece of information?
The delivery charge, which is $100,
Okay. Now, where does that $100 go?
that goes in the credit section.
Not credit. This is part of the bill that you received. So you're going to have to pay freight charges or delivery charges as a separate entity?
So it goes on the under it goes to the right on the E. I what it stands for.
I have no idea what right of E means.
Oh, sorry. It's on the same line, but on the top it shows an E.
The right of E. Okay, so it's either a debit or a credit. There is no column on the right of E.
That's the one. The E is the one that I was referring to. I'm sorry.
It's not a credit. Okay, so when I make purchases of inventory, this separate charge is considered freight. All right, we can even pull it up in our inventory worksheet. You have a separate column. What is it called?
The freight column.
Freight. Yes. So go look in your chart of accounts and tell me, do you have a freight under expenses?
Alrighty. The freight expenses is the in. Can you repeat what you just said? I'm sorry.
So we recognize that there's freight, right? Can you look on your chart of accounts for any item or account name with freight under the expenses?
It's 60330, which is freight expenses.
Yes, freight expense is 6,300. Okay? Now, in this case, we incur freight expense. Freight expense is also known as shipping costs. Okay? So that is what they're telling us in our scenario, that they charged us an additional $100 to ship the items to us. So 6,300. So here we're going to place it under the debit because it's an expense. We created an expense, and expenses are increased with a debit. So because they are billing us and they gave us terms, what does that tell you? If you receive a bill and they give you terms, what does that tell you?
That I'm losing money since I have to pay it.
When do you have to pay it?
At the moment over here, at the moment of purchase.
All right, let's look at terms again. What is terms?
1%, 10, net 30.
What does that mean? What does terms mean?
The conditions and of the purchase.
Okay, but what does 10 and what does net 30 mean? This is also in chapter 5.
It's the earnings.
No earnings. If someone's giving you terms, why would they give you a 1%? What does that 1% do to you? Are they going to charge you an additional 1%? What does terms do?
Quick second while I check my notes.
That's fine.
10 represents the amount of days within it needs to be paid.
Yes. If you pay within 10 days, you will receive a 1% discount on the items that you bought. If not, you need to pay the whole thing in 30 days. So, what does that
I
tell
need to
you?
pay. That I have from the moment now to pay the $100 within 10 days, pretty much.
Okay, so if I received a bill, what does that mean? Am I going to pay now or am I going to pay later?
Later.
Later. So, what does that mean? What account am I
That
going to use to represent that I'm not going to pay now, I'm going to pay later?
you're using the credit account
Good, but what account name am I going to use?
or the account you give me one check.
What account type does it tell you that you're going to pay later?
I'm looking at the chart of accounts. It would accounts receivables.
Accounts receivable is when customers owe you money.
Oh wait, cash and register. Sorry.
Cash in register means when customers give you cash, you place it into the register, or that's what I need to utilize to give customers back their money.
Oh,
If you're not going to pay somebody, and this is a vendor, if you're not going to pay them, what are you essentially doing? You're going to owe them, correct?
mm-hmm.
You owe them money. So which type of account tells you that you owe people?
It's it's the
Okay, I'll ask you this. What are your assets? What do they stand for? What are your assets?
my assets are basically stuff that can provide me and work for me, but at the same time can cost me the amount of money.
Cost you is not the correct word for assets. Cost you is going to be an expense. What does your liabilities mean?
Liabilities is stuff that I own, but that are cost. They're not providing me as much as the other ones that I'm
It, it,
owing.
oh, you owe. So if you owe and you're not going to pay this person now, what does that mean?
That it's a basically a liability. A liability.
So what account under a liabilities is going to be when you need to pay within 30 days?
Accounts payable.
Accounts payable. Okay, so there you go. When you receive a bill and you do not pay now, your first initial thought is, well, what are the circumstances? What are my terms? In this case, I need to pay within 30 days. The definition of a current liability is that you owe them and you have to pay them within 1 year. A long-term liability is anything that's a loan, things that you owe people for, but you have years to pay them back. Okay? So here we recognize that this is a current liability, which we know for a fact that every time we receive a bill, we're going to automatically assume it's an accounts payable. Okay? What account number is accounts payable?
The account payable.
220,000.
Good, 20,000. All right? And if I have to pay for purchase expense and I have to pay for freight expense, what is my total accounts payable?
The total accounts payable is a total of, sorry, I'm putting it in my Excel and it's taking forever. It's a total of 96 with $80. Oh, sorry, 296 with 80.
Yes. It's going to be, because if you owe purchase expense and you owe freight expense, it's going to be a total of $296. Okay? So let's go ahead and write a description. Okay? Who is the person that you owe?
I owe the corner bookstore.
Not the corner bookstore. That's your customer.
Oh, sorry, receipt.
Who did you purchase the coffee mugs from?
From All Things Ceramics. I thought that was the description for some unknown reason.
That's what we're doing. We're filling out the description right now.
Oh no, I thought that was part of the name of the mugs that I was purchasing.
Okay. What invoice number did you receive?
Invoice number is 159.
Okay.
And
And what are your terms?
1% 10, net 30.
All right. Good. Okay. So first things first is because we made a purchase order, let's verify that we received the items by going to your purchase orders. So we received all things ceramics for the total of 186. I think I made a typo here. 196.80. Is that correct? So what was my invoice number that I verified that I received these coffee mugs?
159.
Good. All right. So the next thing that we always do is we always go to our general ledger and update all of our accounts. Okay. So where would I find my purchase expense?
And the delivery income.
No. Where would I find my purchase expense account? Under my general ledger.
Okay. In the checking section, since I have to make a withdrawal
Why are you making a withdrawal for?
for the amount that I need to pay.
But we established you're not paying them yet. We're paying them later. Okay, so how the general journal and the general ledger works is whatever you journalize for the transaction, you're just updating the accounts in your ledger. So whatever happened in your journal is going to be identical in your ledger. So in this case, I made a purchase expense. So I'm only dealing with my purchase expense. Where am I going to find my purchase expense? What account type is a purchase expense?
It's one quick second.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Did you say one quick second or did you answer the question?
Oh no, it's cost of buy and no.
There are only 5 account types. Where would purchase expense fall under? Use your chart of accounts if it helps because it's categorized by the account type. It's organized by the account type. If you look at your general ledger, it's organized by the account type. So where would purchase expense be under?
Freight expense
I'm talking
227 and the other project expenses.
okay. Let's look at your chart of accounts one more time. You have assets, liabilities, equity, revenues, and expenses. Where would purchase expense fall under?
Under expenses, which I'm looking at it, and it says project expenses 61000.
Okay. So, what are you going to put under purchase expense?
The coffee mugs that we received,
How many coffee mugs did we buy?
I believe it was 80 in total.
Okay, so yes, we bought 80. 80 coffee mugs.
Wait, for a
Okay?
total uh, for a total amount of 196 with 80 cents.
Okay? So if I've already made a previous purchase of 80 coffee mugs before I made this one, this is my second batch. How many total coffee mugs do I have? Or I'm sorry, how many total does it cost me right now? What's my debit balance going to be?
393 with 60.
390 92.60.
92?
Yes, 92, because it's not 196.80 plus 196.80. It's 190.86 plus 196.80.
Oh, okay. Oh, no wonder I got it wrong over here. I was putting 80 on both.
Okay, so the next account that you have is your freight expense. Where would you find your freight expense?
My freight expense is in it's in expenses, which is 60300.
Okay, so here we are. What did you pay for this freight expense for?
It was for a delivery and it was $100.
Okay, for the 80 coffee mugs. Okay, for $100. So if I've already paid $100 from the beginning, what is my balance now going to be if I made an additional $100 payment?
200.
200. Okay. Last thing that we got to do is we got to go locate our accounts payable. Where is accounts payable located? What account type is accounts payable?
Accounts payable is in liabilities
Yes.
and
Top of the
it's
page.
mhm.
Okay. So, what is the invoice number that you received?
The invoice number that I received, it was 159, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. All right. And what's your total amount that you owe on that bill?
The total amount is over 196 with $80. No, that was just for the other one.
Look at your journal. What did you journalize your total amount that you owe for?
Mm, 296.80.
296.80, bringing your total cost to be what? What's your total amount that you owe in accounts payable?
In accounts payable, if I had a from the previous purchase to this one or just this one?
I'm talking about after you add your 296.80, what is your total balance right now? What's the balance right now that you owe right now?
296.80 for this purchase itself.
No, I'm not talking about the purchase. I'm talking about your account balance. How much do you owe in general? What is your
Six.
normal balance right now?
right now the normal balance is so in total it would be 663 with with 25
I have no idea where you got that number.
from the previous one in June 18 plus the one of today. Sorry, it came to that. I
Okay.
did it wrong, didn't I?
Yes, because you're missing everything above that. Okay. So it's 10,261.40. Place that in your no in your normal balance right now under the credit side. So then the next time I ask you, you need to have the numbers matching.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Now that we finally finish the journal and we finish the ledger, there's two more things that you have to do. So, let's go ahead and quickly do it and then we'll take a break. Okay, so the next thing you have to do is you have to update the subsidiary ledger because you received a bill from a vendor. So, with that being said, we're going to go to the subsidiary ledger and update the all things ceramics. Okay? All things ceramics. What is the date?
June 20.
620. What did you need to make a note for? How many cups did you buy?
Um, 80 cups
80.
and 30 days from today, which would be.
We're not there yet.
Oh, sorry.
Okay? So there you go. 80 coffee mugs. What was the invoice number?
159.
All right. I'm going to give this one to you. General drill number 8. What were the terms?
1%, 10, net 30.
Okay. So, what day do I need to pay them to receive the 1% discount? So, what's 10 days from now?
10 days or 30 days?
10 days. I'm talking about the discount date. 10
Oh,
days.
okay. So, on the 30?
Good. On June 30th is when you have the last day to pay in order to receive the discount. When is it going to be fully due?
Fully due, it would be. I need to look at a calendar real quick.
That's fine.
On the 19th.
How did you get the 19th of what?
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm looking at the. Um,
All right, Anna, look at it this way.
Sorry.
If 10 days gives you June 30th,
10
add
more in
20 more days to
July.
that.
Isn't July? I'm trying to concentrate over here, but my dad keeps talking to me for some unknown reason.
Okay, that's fine. But that's why I'm trying to get your attention here is because I really need to break you guys. So here, add 20 days to June 30th. June 30th is the end of the month. So what happens? The first day is July. So what's 20 days after when you hit July?
So it would be on the 29th of July.
Not 29 of July. Okay. 10 days is the 30th of June. The next one is only 20 more days away. So what is 20 added to June 30th, right? If June 30th is at the end of the month, then what date are you going to use? What's 20 more days if you're already in July?
The 20th.
The 20th, July 20th, yes. All right?
Oh, I was adding 10 more days instead. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
There is no 39 of June.
No, I was adding 30 more days.
Oh.
I mean, 10 more days. That's why I was getting the 29.
Okay. Your numbers don't add up, so I don't know what to say. I don't know where you're coming from, but let's go ahead and move on. So the next part is, what was the invoice amount for? What was the total bill for?
It was a total bill of 296 with 80 cents.
Okay? And did we make a payment to it?
No.
No. So here, your formula is going to be your payment amount or your invoice amount. You're going to subtract any prepaid amounts, subtract any discounts, subtract any returns, and subtract any payments. So therefore, you should owe exactly $296.80. Okay? Now, the very, very last thing is you need to update your inventory so we can go ahead and make note that we have this for inventory. So here I'm already in my inventory worksheet. The date is going to be June 20th. How many cups did I buy?
80.
80. How much was it per cup? What was my
It
cost per
was
item?
It was 246
Two,
each.
good. $2.46 each. And if I multiply them, my number should be 196. I have a freight charge of $100, bringing my total balance to be
A total of 296 and 80 cents.
okay. Now, you can choose to do this for practice purposes only. How do you solve for the cost per item?
It is the total cost minus
Not minus,
divided by the purchase amount.
not purchase amount,
No, unit cost.
not unit cost.
It isn't unit cost?
No. You're trying to solve for a new unit cost.
Oh, sorry. Or the quantity.
Quantity. And what do you get? What do you get? 296.80 divided by 80. What do you get?
296.80. It is a total of 73.71, sorry.
Good. Okay. And now you are done with this transaction. Okay. So you properly placed it into your journal. We placed it into the ledger. We updated our subsidiary ledger because we received a bill. Now we updated our inventory. So this transaction is now done. Okay, so for right now, it is exactly 3:30. So take a 15 to 15-minute break. So please be back by 3:45 and we'll finish up the rest of the day. Or we'll finish up from there, okay?
Will do. See you then.
Okay.
All righty.